The boxing world turned its eyes to Japan on Wednesday, July 30th, when Antonio Vargas and Daigo Higa squared off in a 12-round bantamweight bout. It was a fascinating clash of styles, Vargas, the slick American technician, against Higa, the aggressive Japanese puncher. For bettors, this fight provided a variety of opportunities across moneyline odds, round totals, and knockdown props. Below is a breakdown of the best sportsbooks, promotions, and betting angles you could have used to maximize value. 1. Best betting apps and promo offers. Leading sportsbooks rolled out strong promotions for the Vargas-Higa showdown. Here are the most notable. FanDuel, bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if your wager wins. DraftKings, bet $5, get $150 instantly in bonus bets, win or lose. BetMGM, up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if your first wager loses. Fanatics, up to $1,000 in no-sweat bets spread over 10 days. Bet365, bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets regardless of the outcome. Caesars Sportsbook, 10 100% profit boosts on wagers of $1 or more. For casual bettors, the Bet Small, get big promos like those from FanDuel, DraftKings, and Bet365 offered the best value. High rollers leaned toward BetMGM's $1,500 safety net. Caesars profit boosts also appealed to those who prefer incremental edges rather than bonus bets. 2. Odds and betting markets. Pre-fight lines painted a clear picture. Moneyline, Daigo Higa entered as the favorite around -300, while Antonio Vargas was the underdog at +215. Total rounds, over, under set at 10.5 rounds, with over priced at -118 and under at -106. Knockdown props. Over 0.5 knockdowns at -220, under at +140. Over 1.5 knockdowns at -115, under at -140. Special prop, both fighters to be knocked down, paying as high as +1,400. These odds suggested sportsbooks expected a durable contest, but with the possibility of Higa's power producing a knockdown or two. 3. Fight recap and outcome. The bout went the full distance and ended in a unanimous draw, with all three judges scoring it 113 to 113. This outcome meant that betting either side on the moneyline resulted in no payout. However, some props offered value. Over 10.5 rounds cashed since the fight lasted 12 rounds. Knockdown props varied depending on sportsbook grading, but most noted at least one knockdown, making the over 0.5 hit. The long shot both fighters knocked down at +1,400 did not cash, but it offered an interesting pre-fight lottery-style wager. 4. Pre-fight betting angles. Before the fight, many analysts leaned toward Daigo Higa due to his ferocious punching power and the advantage of fighting in Japan. Higa has long been considered one of the most dangerous bantamweights in the world, capable of ending fights with a single left hook or body shot. Vargas, however, was seen as a live underdog thanks to his technical style, longer reach, and recent stoppage victories. For bettors, that meant backing Higa was safer but offered limited return. Vargas provided value at +215 for those willing to risk an upset. Round totals and knockdown props allowed bettors to capitalize without picking a winner. 5. How to bet this matchup. Moneyline. If you believed in Higa's home field edge and punching power, you had to risk $300 to win $100. That's not attractive unless paired with promos or parlays. Vargas backers had a strong case for value betting at +215. Rounds. The smarter play was the over on rounds. Both fighters had shown durability, and Vargas had the tools to frustrate Higa and avoid an early knockout. The over 10.5 paid out when the fight went the full 12. Knockdowns. Higa's reputation as a knockout artist made over 0.5 knockdowns at -220 a safe parlay piece. Over 1.5 was riskier but appealing for bettors expecting a high-action fight. Long shots. Both fighters knocked down at +1,400 was a high-risk, high-reward wager. While it didn't hit, these types of props are ideal for bonus bets earned through promotions. 6. Betting strategy with promos. Use FanDuel or DraftKings promos on props like total rounds or knockdowns. These offered solid win potential with limited risk. Leverage BetMGM's first bet insurance for a moneyline play on the favorite, Higa. If he lost, you'd get your stake back in bonus bets. Consider hedging. Bet Vargas straight up for the upset, then use bonus funds to cover the over 10.5 rounds or Higa inside the distance. 7. Lessons learned. The fight ending in a draw underlined the danger of relying solely on moneyline betting in closely matched bouts. Savvy bettors who shifted focus to round totals or knockdown props saw returns, while those who only backed a side were left empty-handed. The key takeaway: in evenly matched boxing contests, diversify with props rather than leaning on a heavy favorite. Final thoughts. Antonio Vargas versus Daigo Higa was a prime example of how betting smart means going beyond the moneyline. Sportsbooks offered creative promos and a variety of props that gave bettors ways to extract value. Higa entered as the power-punching favorite, Vargas proved his grit, and the result was a razor-thin draw. For future fights like this, the best strategy is to grab promos from FanDuel, DraftKings, and Bet365. Focus on over, under rounds and knockdown props. Sprinkle small wagers on underdog moneylines or long-shot props with bonus funds. By doing so, you maximize upside while protecting your bankroll in unpredictable matchups.